What's up? I still don't know why I'm doing this stream. I'm already a little tired. The stream a little bit earlier than this Game of Thrones episode. It it wasn't a good combination. Okay, I think the Game of Thrones episode took the proverbial energy out of my cells, so to speak. Nonetheless, I'm back, with a quick stream. I just wanted to see who else was up while I was up. You know what I'm saying? So, we are here live. Let me see who is in the chat. Deshane, Black, The Good Nurse, Be Friends, Freedom is Power, Keith, Hellraiser Lena, Swin Flame, what's going on, Tony? LMJ, Black Rhino, LD Marvel, what's up? What's going on, Jalil? Basically, the main topic of this particular late out of nowhere live stream. This is gonna be a quick. It's not gonna be long, but I need to get my mind off this Game of Thrones episode. I really do. Just the way that ended just was like, really. Now, women loved it on Twitter. They're like, yes, go girl, all over Twitter, right? And you got the dudes that are, very moist over this ending. Ending of this episode, but not me, man. I mean, it just happened all too fast, man. And you mean to tell me that the biggest battle is going to be against Cersei? Like, really? Not the White Walkers. The biggest battle they're going to face is against Cersei. Yeah. And nobody really died in this episode. Like, nobody. What's going on, Vern? Nobody really died. It was. It made a lot of women happy, which is mainly what they wanted to do. And y'all know what's crazy is that a lot of films nowadays is all about the female being the hero. We know that this shit isn't real. We know that most women will run and hide behind the first man they come across. We all know this. What's going on, y'all? Y'all already saw Freedom's Power. I did a whole live stream about it on my other channel. Saturday. That's why I titled this about women needing honesty. I think a lot of women need to be honest and say to themselves, we couldn't do anything like that. But Hollywood keeps scripting this shit to make it to where women are more brave than the men are. Which we all know is not true. We all know it's not true. But they will make it as if they are, That's why y'all got to check out my channel if you're not getting notifications. Like, you go a whole day, because I put up videos damn near every day. If you're not getting notifications, just go to my channel to see if I posted anything new. Because you can't rely on notifications from YouTube. Hollywood tries to portray it as women are brave, women are willing to fight, men aren't. I mean, well, if you look at society today, you do have a lot of weak men, You have a lot of weak, effeminate men out here, and they're hiding behind women, calling them gods, and making lies up, trying to excuse their behavior because they want to hide behind women. They don't want to step in front and really put the work in. They want the women to put the work in. But these are the women, these are the men that the women are procreating with. They're procreating with men who don't have anything. They haven't built anything. But because they tell these women what they want to hear, these women will embrace them. Yeah, Hollywood has been doing it more and more over the last couple of years. Just making men look like cowards, weak, and the women brave and strong. When we all know that women, if something pops off, women are going to run behind the first man they see. They tried to, with the Avengers movie, like they really tried to push that narrative about how women can come together and fight the evils, and it's like, come on, man. Like with Captain Marvel, like Marvel is ready to just go woke. They're ready to go woke and go broke by any means. Which is fine because they made a lot of money this weekend anyway. So they made a lot of money this weekend anyway. And they're going to make a lot of money next week as well. But women, y'all got to see through this bullshit. Y'all know damn well you have limits and there's things that you can and can't do. But a lot of these feminist-minded women with dick envy, they don't believe that they believe they can do everything a man can do. That's why they're so quick to get up in a man's face. You're right, it is a fantasy. They so quick to get into a man's face because they think they're going to, one, that man mentally is going to back down, and two, there's going to be people to help her if something pop off. But there are men who will still put hands on women. The women who put their hands on them. Not men who are just going around abusing women or just beating on women for no reason. If women put their hands on a man, you can't expect that man not to do nothing back. I'm sorry. You are a weak person if you tell a grown man if a woman is hitting him in the face that he shouldn't do nothing. For a guy who is prideful and has strong will, he's not going to allow that to happen. Now, you may let women beat on you and treat you like shit, but not other men. Other men are not going to allow that. They're just not. But some of these guys are so weak and effeminate that they're willing to put up with the abuse. And that's what's going on. A lot of these guys are putting up with a lot from particular females because of what they're being programmed by society to think and believe, They're being programmed by society to take whatever a woman does to them and not do anything in return. Once again, I'm not saying that you should just be out there putting your hands on people, but if somebody is repeatedly hitting you, repeatedly putting you in a position where you have to defend yourself, you can't expect every man in that situation to back down. You can't. But you got a lot of weak men that will get upset. Will get upset with you if you as a man step up and say, you know what, I'm not going to take this. But there are men who are willing to take it because they're weak. That's why their women cheat on them with other men. That's why their women spend up their money. That's why these women treat them like, disrespect them in front of other people, because they're willing to back down. They're okay with backing down. Like if I had a daughter, I would tell her, don't put your hands on a man, because if he retaliates, I'm not going to do nothing, because I told you. Simple as that. Unless you're defending yourself, you shouldn't put your hands on nobody. But what happened in society is that a lot of these guys are gassing up these females. They're gassing up these females to get themselves in a lot of bad situations. Just like this female who was spray painting this Nipsey Hussle mural, and you had them dudes standing around not saying nothing. First off, I don't know how those women are in any kind of relationship, because obviously they're beta males, and obviously those women run them, probably living off some woman, because strong men wouldn't have allowed that. Strong men would have stepped in and said something to the girl, but there are no no strong men in those particular neighborhoods. That's why the foreigners treat you the way they treat you. That's why the foreigners treat you the way they treat you, because they know you dudes aren't going to do nothing. You're not going to stand together. You're not going to show any type of strength. You're just going to back down like you always do. Women, let me tell you something. A lot of these women nowadays do not want things to go back to the way they were when men and women were married, men and women had families, the man was working to provide. A lot of women don't want to go back to that. They're okay with dating a beta male if he acts alpha, I guess. If he acts, strong, but he's weak and he bends the knee to her, she's willing to deal with him. That's what I try to tell y'all. I try to tell y'all females, man, you need to identify a man who's going to be strong than a man who's going to be weak and non-confrontational because he doesn't want you to put him out the house. Because you as a woman, you should want to build with somebody who is going to, in a particular situation, going to be able to be not only a physical presence, but a mental as well, What's going on, William Horn? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Like the stream video, And you also, a lot of women need intelligent men. Because without an intelligent man, you're not going to build anything. You need an intelligent man. Shout out to Swin Flame. Strong men are the king of their castle. No exceptions. Exactly, Swin Flame. Appreciate that. And that's what a woman should want. They should want a man who's the king of his castle. You know what I'm saying? They should want that. They should want a man who is going to be about his business. What's going on, S. Reed? Because more men will want to marry women. First, if the laws wasn't so fucked up, but if women actually wanted a husband, because a lot of women get married just for the sake of getting engaged and being able to, set up all the wedding plans and the bachelorette parties and then the actual wedding and then the vacation. Women sign up for that, but they don't necessarily sign up for what happens after that when you're living with somebody. You know what I'm saying? They don't really understand that marriages and relationships take a lot of work. Why you think I'm not in a relationship right now? It's because I know it takes work. You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready for it for the long haul. You can't just be in a short-term relationship here, short-term relationship there. I'm not built to go from relationship to relationship. That's why I just rather be by myself. Some people are good with being in all these short-term relationships, but you lose a piece of yourself when you're in these short-term relationships. When you're in these short-term relationships, you tell people about a lot about yourself. You open yourself up. And then when that doesn't work out, you have to start all back over. You got to start all back over. You have to find that person that fits you all back over. That's work, man. That's stressful, man. It really is. Because you trust people, you let your walls down, and they disappoint you, or you do something to mess the situation up. Then you got to start back from start, and that's a stressful situation. I had feelings for this person. Now that don't work no more. Now I'm by myself. Now I'm back to just doing me. After building something with this person, talking about future plans. Now all of that is out the window. Now I got to start over from day one. That shit is it's crazy, man. Have to go all the way back. It's like it's like being in a tournament and you're good at what you're doing, and you get to the final level and then you lose. Not only do you lose handedly, decisively. All that work you put in just doesn't work. Shout out to Ernest Wilcox. Great stream, Jay. Appreciate that, Ernest. And let me tell you something. If you can't, listen, you can't just date somebody because they look good. I mean, all that glitters ain't gold because they probably paid for what they have. just because somebody says that something is real, but it might be fake. But looks will not only will looks fade, looks are very deceitful because of a person. Say it's a person that works on their looks 24/7 is a person that's extremely narcissistic, and that person that would choose themselves over everything else. And that's what we have to keep that in mind. That's what I want women to understand when they listen to me. When they see my videos, they think I'm going in on them and I'm tearing them down. I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you the truth because a lot of these other people aren't going to do that. They care about your feelings. I mean, I'm not saying I don't care about your feelings, but I don't want you to get comfortable. I don't want you to think that you do nothing wrong. I get on men all the time. It's easy to get on men. It's so easy, especially black men. It's easy to get on them. They know they ain't, a lot of them dudes know they ain't shit. And they will tell you. So what is it you want me to say to them? They know that they're not fit for a relationship. They know they're not good fathers, man. They know that. So what is it? But see, we as men, we're willing to accept our flaws. But you have women who don't want to accept their flaws. That's the problem. I'm not saying you should date an unattractive female. No, I'm not saying that. But if you're dating somebody based off of they're the best looking person ever and you're going out of your way to appease them, and it still ain't gonna work. Because some people will date somebody just off their looks by itself. If you're gonna date somebody with looks, they need to have some qualities. If they ain't got no qualities, how they gonna work? Just dating somebody off of how they look is not going to work. What's going on with Daniel? Joshua, let's go. Shout out to S. Reed. We need to pair up for survival and being too. Was it? You meant to say sexual? Yeah. More, don't worry about it. It's a picture, man. Listen, I could tell any of these guys in the chat room that you need to fix yourself up. You need to do better. Work on your finances, work on the way you look, work on building yourself up. They're gonna be like, okay, they're not gonna fight me on that. But you try to be honest with a female and tell her what she needs to work on. She's gonna get angry with you and say that you're a woman basher. They'll say you're a woman basher because you're just being honest with them. You know what I'm saying? And don't let them shame you, because that's just a shaming tactic because they don't want to change. And you know what's funny is that women who are married, they don't have a problem with what I'm saying. Women who are married don't have a problem with what I'm saying. Well, some, because you do also have married women who will troll you and talk about you. You do have those. But it's a lot of single women who are probably single mothers. They done been ran through at such a young age that by the time they're in their 20s, they're no good to nobody. So they're angry at the world. They're angry at everybody because they were ran through by the time they're 25. By the time they're 25, they're ran through. They're no good to nobody. So they will get upset when you speak logically about what's going on out there in the dating market and tell them about your prospects. It's true. A lot of dudes don't want to be stepdaddies. And I just said in my other video, a lot of dudes just don't want to be stepdaddies. You can't get angry because of that. You can't get mad at YouTube videos because of that. Men instinctively want their own families. You know? So just listen. If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to listen to me. You're not gonna change my mind. My mind is. I mean, listen. I'm not stubborn. Like I'm the type of person. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to change. I've changed a lot over the last 4 years. I've changed a lot. Like my viewpoints on certain things have changed. That's why I don't make certain videos anymore, because my priorities have changed. You know, that just comes with life. It comes with getting older and experiencing. You know. So what we're seeing now, especially on social media, you're seeing a backlash to men being honest about what they want dating wise. And then they'll say, well, we're lying about what we want. How do you know we're lying about what we want? Maybe we've come across women who made it too easy for us. Maybe we come across women who have made the dating process easy for us, that we never really ventured deep enough to figure out who they were because they made it easy for us. We went for the easy W, you know, and ended up getting a big L because of it. We didn't take the time to get to know her because she made it easy for us. And when a woman makes it easy for a man is not going to really delve into whether she's a good catch or not. You know, you'll find that out once she done been dating her for a little while. So, yeah, be honest with a lot of women, man. Why do you think you still have women who will listen to me and then they'll make their minds up whether they like what I'm saying or not? Because they know I'm coming from an honest place. I have no reason to lie. Like seriously, I don't. I don't hate women. I don't have this built up frustration. I have women who really like what I'm doing. They tell me all the time. So I have no hatred or disdain. Um, that's for people who are really in need of female attention. I'm not in need of female attention. Shout out to D. Is Your Highness. Women love the princess fairy tale. Ah, yeah, I must be getting tired. Women love the princess fantasy of marriage. When that Cinderella story is over, the reality settles in. Girls get bored easy and need new Disney. Right, they do. Shout out to Ty City being here. And that's usually when they move on. You know, they done already got a designated new boyfriend. They done met off, you know, Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter. And once they move on from you, then they're dating him. You know. What's going on, Unique? I not necessarily went off Unique. I raised my voice a little bit just to show y'all just how passionate I was a little bit earlier. But that was in no way, shape, or form to be, you know, go at anybody. That was just me exerting my energy, you know, for y'all to sense. Shout out to David Little. I just don't want to be in a relationship where even my best isn't good enough or I have to clean up past mistakes. I see what you're saying, David. And you have that choice. You can just be single, you know, for however long you want to be single. That's what you can do as well. We all have choices. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if you choose to just be single, that's what you want to do. You know, I understand that. You know, dating can be tough, you know. That's why I say, you know, men don't let a female make it easy for you. If a female is throwing herself at you, you still need to take time to get to know her. Even if a female is into you, you still have to take your time to get to know her. You know, keep her at bay. Get to know her. Get to figure her out. You know, see what's inside. You know, just because she's throwing it at you don't mean that you need to hop on it. You gotta wait. Just wait. And sort of and figure out where that situation is going, you know? That's what I would say. I mean, if people can disagree with me, I don't give a shit. You know, that's what the world is made of. But I'm not one of those people that's gonna tell you to just leave women alone. That's what incels will tell you. I'm not an incel. Incel will tell you to leave women alone entirely. That's because they can't get a woman. So of course they're gonna tell you that. Of course they're gonna tell you to stay away from women because they can't get one. That's true, Swim Flame. You gotta know yourself first, you know. But stop, y'all dudes gotta stop making it so easy for these women to get in relationships with you, man. Keep it at bay, man. Figure out first, before you before you dive in. If she say anything negative about her father, run, nigga, run. I've heard that saying too. Women who have bad relationships with their fathers are not the most dateable. And I can agree with that because she's going to have a negative view, especially if you are a black man and she's a black woman. She's going to have a negative view of you as a black man. She definitely is. She's going to have a very negative view of black men just because of her father, No, I don't use that label anymore, Real Virtues. I really don't. I am a red-pilled man more than I am a MGTOW. And it's been like that for a couple of years now. I just don't use that label anymore. I think that label has been co-opted by incels and the TFLers and these alt-right and you got some of these alt-right, politics over everything, motherfuckers. Like, no, I don't go by MGTOW, the label, anymore. I stopped making MGTOW content a couple years ago. Okay. Honestly, I can't go by any label, I'm not the type to go by any label. I don't go by labels, Even when I was making MGTOW content, I was uneasy about being under a label or a banner. Because that's just not me. I've never been that guy. I've never been the one to be a part of no team and be up under no banner. And MGTOW is not the MGTOW I knew when I first started. The shit is way different now. The label is way different. All men should be red pill. Red pill. What's going on, the Loving Homes? Hey, Jay, stopping by to say hi. Day one supporter. Good night. Well, I appreciate Loving Homes. Thanks for stopping through, Loving Homes. All right, Swim Flame. Appreciate that. Oh, I know that, Black Phillip. Shout out to King Swisher. Just checking in, Ken Folks. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to you for that. Yeah, I don't think men should go by labels like that. I think you can embrace the ideology of a MGTOW. Like, I've embraced the ideology of a MGTOW, of a man going your own way, but I don't use the label. I haven't for a couple years. I haven't really used it since, 2016? But I notice other people still use it, and that's up to them. But I just don't like the direction it's going in. I really don't. I don't know. You'd have to ask incels, Real Virtues. I'm not one of them. I've talked about women dating the 15 to 20% of men. That's actually real. But that doesn't mean that men should go around not getting sex, because sex is going to be out there whether a woman is choosing on the 15 to 20% or not. There's still more women than men. There's always going to be enough available women out there. Whether you just want to casually date, you just want to sleep with them, whatever you want to do. There's women for whatever it is you're trying to do. So hopefully, Real Virtues, you never have to ask me that question again about MGTOW and about where it's going. You don't have to ask me that question again. People keep asking me that like as if I signed a contract. You know, if you watch my videos, you will understand that I don't go by any labels. None. Zero. Except for the Jada Black banner. I wave that. But no man should be going by any label in 2019. That's just for me. I mean, Hakeem, you figure it out. You figure it out. Look at the content that's being put out by some of these, especially some of these newer guys. Stay away from women. Don't talk to women. Let's go at women. You know. Y'all know. MGTOW used to be about building a man, the self-esteem, men who have depression issues, finances, living off the grid, self-sufficiency as a man, not dependent on the system or, doing for self. That's what it used to be about. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, traveling overseas, just living your life as a bachelor, basically. Now it's just about women 24/7. It's become about women 24/7. And that's not what a man's life should be should be about. It shouldn't be about women 24/7. You got to figure out how to manage your life beyond women. Because if you don't want them, why do you talk about them so much? That's where we're at. That's the impasse that we're at. So some of you may not like what I'm saying. You may unsubscribe. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, new people are going to come here and they're going to appreciate what I'm saying. The people who are still holding on to what I said 3-4 years ago, okay, you're going to feel some type of way. I don't care, okay? People get upset at me every day. It is what it is. But I don't make everything about when the same people I'm talking about staying away from. That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. People need to be individuals. You can have people you're cool with. You can have people that you speak to, that you agree with, you like what they're doing. You can work with them. But as far as being part of a wolf pack, hell to the no. Okay? Being part of a whole sect, nah. That ain't for me. I ain't never been that way. I've always been a loner ever since I was in middle school, high school. I've always just been me. I mean, there's people I knew I was cool with, but I never ran in groups. I never had to. And nothing changes with being on YouTube or social media. None of that changes. I agree, be friends. I agree. I got like 5 women on deck I can call and smash right now. Women not that hard to figure out. No, they're not. Like I said, I was waiting to go into the movies. I struck up a conversation with this female who was doing a little bit of choosing, who was standing in front of me. I could have, asked for the number, whatever. But I mean, I wasn't thinking. I was just trying to get my goddamn ticket so I can go in there and sit down before it got packed. That's all it takes sometimes, man. I'm thinking more about getting my tickets and getting me some candy and a drink so I can go in the movie theater than I was trying to get with this female. She wasn't bad looking. She was older, but she kind of looked young. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be, man. I'm just not, man. I'm not, hey, telling you. Shout out to everybody that's here. Let me tell y'all something, man. The more you present yourself as a strong loner type, the more women are going to be intrigued by you. Because if you're part of a group, you're going to be invisible. You just are, So when you stand out and you're a loner, you're going to be, people are going to, you're going to be able to get seen. When you're part of a group, you're going to be invisible. Do you want to be invisible? Do you want to be invisible? Yeah, you got to follow that Sigma male path. Absolutely. Shout out to all my Sigma males out there. Listen, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm not, I buy a can of drink, put it in my pockets, walk in. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to go to the store before I went to the movies because the line was getting long, so I had to go ahead and get my tickets and go in. So I just bought me some because it wasn't a long line when I went into the theater to get something. So I just got in the line, got what I was gonna get, and went in there. I ain't had time to go to like the store and pick up something and come back because I knew if I would have came back in, the parking lot would have been full and the line would have been even longer. What's going on, Magnolia Rocky? Ellis. More Black American man, it's a shame. Women. I would say so too, as Reed, but I'm not the type to get on women for just doing whatever they're doing privately. I think it's the women out there. I think it's the women out there who they put their business out there. You got women who present themselves in a very sexual manner. And I think that's where it comes into play because you got a lot of women that, they want to portray a certain look to get attention and to get, follows and likes and things of that nature. And they think they should follow that blueprint. But that blueprint is not always a good blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I went and saw. I made a whole I made a whole live stream about what in game. Man, I did a whole live stream on my channel yesterday. What's going on Wise DNC? Yeah, they made Hulk into a complete big old green nerd. What's going on, One True Gem? What's good? Yeah, I'm doing a little late night live. Without structure, you don't have anything. There was a few spoilers in my live stream. I didn't put a lot. I just put a few spoilers of the things I felt like were key moments. That's how my reviews do. And my views are my reviews are a little scattered, but I usually point out the best things I saw in it. Yeah, man. I don't know what going on with Thor, man. Thor just let loose. Stop going to the gym, man. Thor stopped going to the gym. You know what? Those theaters are gonna be packed next weekend. That's what's crazy. Next weekend, they're still gonna be packed. A lot of brothers focus too much on sisters. I leave them, but always keep my options open. Yeah, I think people should have their options. I don't think that we should just not have options. We have to be able to enjoy everything about life because you only live once. So it amazes me when I see people try to control what other people say and what other people do. Like, live your life. Why are you concerned with what somebody else is doing? Did you see the police going on too late? Not wise. I didn't see that. But you're more than welcome to send me the link. Like I said, I don't watch the news, and I don't follow a lot of news channel. All right, freedom is power. So if there's something going on in the news, y'all got to send it to me, or I won't know because I don't watch the news, and I don't follow a lot of news channels on social media. Video called Tinder Trap. Is it about the girl that called all those guys to date her, but it was like it wasn't like it was fake? Yeah, I'm gonna speak about that Thai City. I just haven't had a lot of time this weekend, but I'm gonna look into it maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. But it's very interesting that, he signed his new contract. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to take full financial responsibilities, which I think he should not do. And I think Future need to make sure that he doesn't do that, because he should not take over the financial burden of another man's son. Like, I don't care if my ex moved on, the mother of my son or my child moved on. I don't want that man to assume no full responsibilities for my kid. But Future got a lot of kids, so maybe, some he take care of more than the others. But I'm not going to let no man take full financial responsibility of my son. I'm just not. Hey, Jay, I know you got a kick out of that photo I sent you a while back. Which photo was that, Willie? Because people be sending me all types of photos and things. It's no record. If it's no record of him saying it, then it's probably made up. You know what I'm saying? It's probably made up. Oh, let's see. Oh, let me see if he had. Hold on. What's going on? Rude. Big NBA Finals. I'm still gonna go with Golden State until somebody can beat Golden State. I think Golden State has this. They have it. They got too much depth now, and Durant knows how to turn it up when need be. So I think they're just too deep. I saw a dude come off the bench and do like a shoot like a big three. I was like, man, a no name come off the bench and shoot a three. So they got too much depth. A lot of those guys may not get along with each other. Durant may want to move on, but Durant's still gonna play his ass off when need be. I don't know, maybe Golden State is a little complacent, but who in the West, except for maybe the Rockets, are deep enough to really handle them, But like I was saying with the title, man, because this stream is not gonna be too long. Just answering a few questions from the chat. Stop caping for women, man, especially women that ain't gonna give you no sex. I see. Goddamn, that's my Samsung pad. Ignore it. Ignore those notifications. Those are from my Samsung pad, so ignore them. Ignore them. Yeah, I think that's all notifications. But yeah, man, stop caping for women you're not gonna be able to sleep with. That is my pretty much my word of the day. Stop caping, whatever, for women that ain't gonna get you none, sir. Because let me tell y'all something, man. The dudes who cape for women, they ain't gonna get them none. Understand those women are gonna give me and some of these other guys who are being honest with them, they're gonna give us some way before they give you anything, sir. All you're gonna get is non-sexual attention. Shout out to Josh. So Boston. Uh, Boston has a good starting five. I don't know if they're deep enough because one thing about Golden State, like if it goes 7, they have enough depth to like wear teams down. They could probably give them a fight, but they got a Golden State's depth though. I mean, they can put Durant anywhere. He doesn't necessarily have to be at the guard, or they can sometimes even put him at point maybe, or they can put him at both forward positions. Man, they can put him all over the place. And when you could just move somebody that talented around like that, man, and then you got Klay Thompson, who you can move around as well, man. It's tough, man. And Draymond's energy, man. His energy though, his energy can wear down those forwards and those centers, man. Even though he's not the biggest guy to put at that position, man. His energy, man, on defense. Driving Uber, I realize that women just throw pussy at you on a regular basis. I'm telling you, let me tell you something, Vern. When you're dealing with certain women and you're in a position of helping them out financially or any kind of way, if you present yourself as somebody who has their own and you're responsible, they're gonna automatically be chosen because you not no destitute broke nigga. Okay? You ain't no destitute broke nigga, Vern, you say you got some crazy stories. But Vern, you got to call the show, man. And maybe when I do another one of these streams, I'll let y'all call in. Y'all can give me some of y'all craziest stories. I'd have to title it, your craziest stories. Whatever it is you're doing. Whether you work a late shift and you got female coworkers or females who come to your job, or if you do drive Uber or whatever. Just tell me your crazy story. This one chick got in my car, told me she loves black dick in front of her. What? Damn, Vern. Damn, Vern. Reset that wise, DNC. Damn, Vern. Vern, you must have had her turned up. I bet the boyfriend looked straight at you when she said that. That boyfriend like, I hope you're not talking about his black dick. I hope you're not talking about him. I hope you're just talking in general. Or you're just joking. Nah, she was talking about Vern. She was trying to see what's going on with Vern. Clutch dude, Kawhi Leonard ain't ring with the Raptors this year. Yeah, Kawhi cannot wait to leave Toronto. So Drake, don't get happy. Kawhi is he likes playing there now, but once he becomes a free agent, I don't see him wanting to stay there. I just don't. The guy I believe he wants to play in LA or California. Maybe it's with the Clippers. It could be for the Kings. Who knows? Yeah, that because his girlfriend don't respect him. His girlfriend sees him like she sees him as weak. And women will do that. Women will emasculate their boyfriends in front of other men because they know they're in complete control of that relationship. All right, S. Well, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. And shout out to everybody that's here. No outros, but I will see y'all in the next live stream that I do. Make sure y'all go and check out the previous live stream I did today or tonight, whatever. And yeah, also fuck Game of Thrones. Y'all fucked up an entire 7.5 seasons over this bullshit ending in this episode 3. All those seasons just for what y'all pulled. Unfucking believable. I'll see y'all.